We are live. Weekend Double is back. I'm Nick. I'm Gerald. That's Nick. We're here for the
I'm
Travers.
Gerald. That's Nick.
I'm getting it backwards. Maybe we should flip flop the exacta we're thinking about. No? No?
Apparently,
Well, we're back for the Travers. It's Travers Day, a mile and a quarter on the dirt here at Saratoga. We got a short field of 5 here going in about 3.5 minutes. I'm going to go over the small field of 5 really quick, and if you want to add something after each one, go right ahead. The number 1 is Magnitude. Ben Curtis rides for Steve Asmussen, first last time out in the Iowa Derby. After a layoff, after the Risen Star, it was an impressive win in the Risen Star, and I know you're hoping he can run the same kind of race.
by the time we almost hit the trifecta on the Risen Star that paid $3,300 for 50 cents, because I remember it almost every day that I play the races, and I keep dreaming that at some point I'm going to hit a $3,300 trifecta for 50 cents again that I miss.
Yeah, that haunts us. The 2 is Bracket Buster. Saez rides for Victoria Oliver, 4th in the Haskell last time out. What do you know about this one?
You got everything that I know about this one. I don't quite understand why this one's here. I mean, it ran middle of the pack in the Haskell. I guess it won a race at the. I guess it won the Pegasus at Monmouth, but yeah, not one that makes any sense to me.
Well, for one that runs kind of up front, he has a decent late kick, and I could see this one staying in for the trifecta. I think third place is kind of asking a lot. But
Well, and I guess
3,
you look at the Lexington that it ran 4 or 5 back, and it ran second to Gosker. So you and I watched that race. I don't remember Bracket Buster running second there, but I guess he did.
yeah. The 3 is Strategic Focus. Pratt rides for Chad Brown, 3rd in the Curlin Stakes. This is only his 4th race. I think this is probably the horse that finishes last year.
Ooh, that is actually a bet I would be willing to take with you. Beat lost to Chancellor McPatrick two or last out in the Curlin feels like one that would be the one that sneaks up and wins this race out of nowhere to me. So this is the one that I'd be kind of afraid of to actually win the race if it weren't Sovereignty or Magnitude.
Well, just because I think the pace is going to be pretty hot with Magnitude, I think this one trying to keep up is going to wear himself out and not a great finisher. So that's why I say that. The 4 is the one we all know, the one we're all here to watch. Sovereignty. Alvarado rides for Mott. First last time out in the Jim Dandy. First in the Belmont. First in the Derby. Having a great year. This is the 6th race of the year, so maybe getting a little tired, maybe not. I think he's just a super horse. I think he continues out here.
I mean, you figure that when he won the Fountain of Youth on March 1st, and 28 days later, he lost to what me and my friend Nick over there think are the best 3-year-old of the year is Japan Street. And that was a 28-day layoff. So now he's coming back on a 20-day layoff. So the second 28-day layoff may be enough to beat Sovereignty, but given this field, that's what I'm hoping for is that he can't win after 28 days of a layoff.
The 5 is McAfee. Velasquez rides for Richard Dutrow. Second last time out in the Virginia Derby. Late on the Derby scene this year. He's only 1 for 7. I think this one could possibly have a pace impact up there with Magnitude. I see Magnitude setting the pace, but it could get a push from Bracket Buster or McAfee. I think it all sets up for Sovereignty, who should have no problem with this small field. This looks like a Sovereignty Magnitude ice cold exacta to me.
Yeah, I mean, he's ran some races. He's kind of he ran second in the Peter Pan. He ran in the Ohio Derby. He ran the West Virginia Derby and just kind of doesn't win those races. So why will he win this one? I don't know. At what looks like going to be over 20-1 odds, if you're going to take a shot, why not? But not for me.
Okay, well, there's not much value here, but I guess if I was looking for some kind of value, I'd have to play a try, and I'd go Sovereignty over Magnitude over Bracket Buster.
I can get behind that one. I mean, that one sort of makes sense, right? I mean, if you're going to being that Strategic Force is going to be your third choice, it really doesn't make any sense to put that one third. But that'd be the way that I would go in terms of feeling like that's the way it's going to go is 413, but 412 probably pays a little bit better or plays a lot better, I would imagine.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting close to the gate here. I'm gonna go ahead and put the audio up of the track. And yeah, not a big betting race, but a great viewing race as far as watching Sovereignty, this super horse that just continues to uh, compete at the highest level. Um, I wish I had him in the Derby Futures, but unfortunately I did not. And he was in all six Derby Futures, if I remember correctly.
Yep,
Yeah.
he was.
Well, I guess if looking back at my picks, and I said that a strategic focus was probably the one that finishes last. The only thing that would make me worry about that is you get Pratt aboard for Chad Brown, and that's probably the only chance I give him is that Pratt's going to have him in a good spot. I just think Magnitude's too good up front to challenge and to think you can hold on. So that's probably why um, I think strategic focus probably finishes in the last or second to the last.
The only thing that makes me a little nervous about that
Ladies and
one is that
gentlemen,
he ran
it's post time for
in
the
the
Travers.
Curlin and got beat by Chancellor McPatrick, and they ran him back here as opposed to running him somewhere else. So, kind of choosing to run in this spot is a little bit of a weird spot if you don't think he can actually run. So,
Well, I don't think much of Chancellor McPatrick, but I did earlier in the year. But we'll see what happens.
he ran last, I think, in that last one in 2 races ago. So you're not wrong.
Next
in that
will
regard.
be strategic focus.
Okay, here we go. Good luck if
Bracket
you're betting.
Buster backs away. Strategic focus is loaded. Sovereignty. McAfee, the last one. McAfee coming forward. Goes in. Strategic focus a little restless. They're in the gate. Strategic focus very fractious in there. Calms down. And they're off in the DraftKings Travers, and Bracket Buster flies out of the gate, and so does Magnitude. Magnitude, Bracket Buster, as expected, 1-2, and McAfee is moving into contention. Sovereignty is close up. He's one from the outside and only 2 lengths off the lead. And Strategic Focus, who did not have the greatest of beginnings, is fifth and last, moving through along the rail. So it will be Magnitude to set the tempo, and Magnitude leads it by a length, trying to slow things down as much as possible with Bracket Buster right off his flank. The opening quarter went in 23 2/5 seconds. McAfee is racing in third, and then it's Strategic Focus, and Junior Alvarado has the Kentucky Derby and Belmont winner Sovereignty not far behind. And he's tugging his way forward to be a joint third. The half went in 47-2. They run down the back stretch, and it's Magnitude leading the way. He's a neck in front of Bracket Buster, who's keeping him honest. And now Ben Curtis lets it out a notch, and Magnitude expands that lead to almost a length. Strategic Focus and Sovereignty are side by side. Sovereignty has a clear path now. He's third and 2.5 or 3 off the lead with less than a half mile to go. McAfee has dropped back, 1:11-1. Magnitude pushed along now. Bracket Buster is up alongside, and Bracket Buster puts his head in front, heading to the quarter pole. 2 lengths back to Sovereignty as Bracket Buster tries to sprint away, but here comes Sovereignty now. He's let loose with those big, powerful strides. Bracket Buster on the inside, and Sovereignty and Bracket Buster a long way back to Magnitude in third. They're in the final furlong, and we are witnessing greatness. Sovereignty pouring it on, and for the first time since 1995, we have a Kentucky Derby, Belmont, and DraftKings Travers winner as Sovereignty rolls home to win by more than 8 lengths. Congratulations to Belmont. There's your Travers.
Well, the 3 was way last. So nice call,
You
Gerald.
walked.
Yeah.
Do you get anything for calling a fifth place horse?
No, because you don't get to bet props, but you would have probably got some pretty good money at betting him to finish last.
Well, I should have done Magnitude and Bracket Buster.
Apparently.
Yeah, flip flopped them.
Wow.
Should have boxed them. I just
Number
like
4, Sovereignty was first. 2, Bracket Buster, a giant second.
I like
1,
the I just
Magnitude
like the
was third, and
closing
5, McAfee finished 4th.
speed for a front runner on Bracket Buster, but I thought Magnitude was better than him. But clearly, Bracket Buster, a really nice race. I actually thought he was going to give Sovereignty a run there for a minute, but then I think Alvarado was just kind of really wasn't asking too much from Sovereignty.
Yeah, I mean, you look back, like I said, we watched that Lexington race and we kind of just thought like nothing of it, but Gosker was relatively okay. And, he won that race by 2 over beat Bracket Buster. Bracket Buster came back in the slop, so you throw it out, then came back at Monmouth on June 14th and on the slop and won by 7. So maybe you don't throw it out. And got crushed in the Haskell, but also he got crushed because he got beat by journalism. So it's definitely one of those like, oh, you can make the excuse for Bracket Buster there.
Really good time. 2 minute
Yeah.
0.84 on a mile and a quarter at Saratoga. That's pretty impressive. But Sovereignty looks like he's not worried at all. He's just doing his work. Alvarado's keeping him straight.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great Breeders' Cup. I'm really excited to see this one run in the Breeders' Cup, which should be his next race.
Yeah, I mean he's good. I mean, I don't know that he's beat a whole lot after the Belmont, but he beats him very easily, and he's a very good horse.
Let's see what Alvarado has to
Talk a
say.
little bit about just what this horse has done to you, your career, and your relationship with the Mott Barn.
Yeah, I mean, this is a horse of a lifetime. It has done all my big wins come from him, and like I said, I mean, I can't thank enough the Godolphin people, Billy Ma, for keep the trust in me, letting me ride those beautiful horses. And I mean, I gotta thank this guy right here for being so amazing with me.
I have chills just riding next to you, Junior. He's truly amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you, Maggie.
Junior Alvarado gets his first Travers, but somebody very special gets his too, Acacia.
Well, we're definitely seeing a super horse here. Regardless of the company he's running with, it's not the field of 2024. That's for sure. The 2024 3-year-old crop anyway. That was a pretty impressive crop, but he's right up there with them.
And he's going to go and be able to beat them at the Breeders' Cup Classic if he can go and beat Fierceness in Sierra Leone, which the way he's running certainly feels like he should be able to.
Yeah, I really like the Sierra Leone Sovereignty coming from the back finish that we're expecting for the Breeders' Cup Classic this year. It's going to be fun.
And we do have the Pacific Classic next week that may make it into, NISOS may prove to be something, and we may actually be able to get a price on Sovereignty moving forward.
That's right. And Fierceness is running in the Pacific Classic, correct?
There's the commissioners voting on it on Twitter. So if you have an opinion, go to the Rapoli Stables Twitter feed and you can vote on what your opinion is, and you can have an opinion on it, apparently.
Well, I think maybe we should have a Pacific Classic show next Saturday. I don't know if you're available, but thank you again for joining everyone in the crowd watching Sovereignty and Junior Alvarado. Another impressive win. This 3-year-old seems to be headed for the Breeders' Cup Classic, which we will cover right here in some form and shape on Breeders' Cup Day. We may not cover every Breeders' Cup race, but we will have several. Nick, thanks for joining in. Just a short show. We wanted to show Sovereignty here. his final race before what we think will be the Breeders' Cup Classic. As long as he comes out of it okay. Hopefully you won some kind of money. I'm not sure what this tribe paid. Let's see if we can pull it up real quick. The
I paid
trifecta.
$11 for 50 cents. Not terrible.
22 to 1. Is that what you
Yeah.
said?
Yep.
Yeah, it was just hard to see. I mean, I didn't think Bracket Buster was capable of second, but went off as the second longest.
Ladies and gentlemen, sovereignty.
Went off as the second longest shot to finish second. So, okay, that's it for Weekend Double. We just wanted to do a quick show. Thanks for everyone that joined in. Keep an eye on the YouTube schedule. We'll try and watch as many of these stakes races as we can. Kind of took a little bit of the summer off. It was a really big, busy Kentucky Derby campaign that kind of wore me out, but I'm getting back into it, and we'll have the more races as the summer and fall move on. Any closing thoughts, Nick?
He looks like a good horse, and it'll be nice to get better than 1 to 5 on him next time out.
Yeah, you should get better odds in the Breeders' Cup. Probably more like 3 to 1, probably 4 to 1. He's going up against some good crop, but I'll bet on every part of 4 to 1 and more. So, okay, that's it. Thanks again for watching. Thanks, Nick, and we'll see everybody next time.